Squirrel. If you have a business and you want it to be at all successful, you have to do sales calls. Welcome to this hyper-focused highlight episode. Let's get you hyper-focused on your business growth.
Hi, I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach, and welcome to the Weeniecast.
There are a couple things that you can do that will make you better on a sales call that will help you keep your mouth shut. The number one thing is listening better. We all think we're great listeners, right? But how most people listen is a very surface level style of listening. Okay, so most of the time people listen while they're listening to someone else. They're hearing the words, but what they're really doing is in their own head, they're coming up with what they're going to say next. If someone's sharing a story, you're in your head thinking of a story you can share back. If someone's sharing a problem, you're in your head thinking about another problem or a solution that you can share back. Now, that is not listening. That is being in conversation, but it's not listening. To listen better, you want to listen, yes, to the words that they're saying, but you also want to tune into what's the emotion that's being communicated under the surface. In coaching, we call this level 2 listening. So the key to listening is honestly silence. And let me just own that silence is really awkward. Now, what you don't want to do is just get on the phone with them and say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. Is this so-and-so? Oh, great." And then just stay silent and listen for them breathing. That doesn't help. Okay, so for you to be a good listener, you also have to be a good question asker. And let me tell you what this doesn't look like. Being a good question asker doesn't mean asking smart questions. The smarter your question, the harder it's going to be to answer. So for instance, say you are a relationship coach and you're trying to get to the bottom of if this person is a good fit for you. You want to get them talking about what they're struggling with in their marriage and what they want in the future. You may think this is a really great question, asking them, "So tell me, what are the 3 things that you struggle with your husband, and how do you want me to help you?" Now, you might get some answers about what they're struggling with their husband, but they don't know how they want you to help them. They're not an expert in what you do. They have no idea what you do. For all they know, you could be a belly dancer. So you're asking a question that's hard for them to answer. A better question to ask is, what do you want from your relationship? And the key here is silence. You want to ask the question and stay silent. Something that people automatically do when they ask a question and there's not an immediate answer is we follow up with another question. But the person you're on a sales call with was just thinking about the first question. You've now interrupted them with a second question, and none of those options might be relevant to what they want. But they're going to think about those 3 options because they're the options you gave, and they're going to think, well, which one is the least miserable for me? So when you do get on a sales call with someone, there are a few things that you want to ask. You want to ask them what they want, what's getting in the way of them doing it, and really, what are they afraid of or frustrated with in trying to get to where they want to go? You want to ask the question, what is it that you want? And you want to stay silent. And oftentimes, people will answer with, "Well, I don't know." I want you to think about when you turn on the shower in the morning. The water's not going to immediately be hot. The pipes have to flush out all the cold water before the hot water can get to the shower spout. When someone says, "I don't know," to a big question like that, I want you to imagine that's just the cold water coming through. They have to get it out of their system before the real answer can come through. So when they say, "I don't know," you just stay silent. You just wait for them to know. People tend to use "I don't know" or "Ooh, that's a good question" or "Ooh, I'm not sure" as a way to buy time as they're thinking about things. Give them the time to think through it. If they genuinely do not know, they will reiterate that. And then you, at that point, are allowed to ask a question a different way. And if you're curious about that, then you can go to weeniecast.com/holistic selling. If you're ready to stop being a weenie and actually run a business that makes money, then go ahead and book a Generate Income strategy call with me by going to weeniecast.com/strategy call. On this call, we will talk about your goals, your dreams, and your frustrations in getting there. And if it's a fit for both of us, then we can talk about different ways to work together.